Good day, and welcome back to Royal News Daily, where royal sparkle meets political subtext, and nothing shines without a reason. Picture this: a glittering New Year Gala, cameras clicking like a Senate press pack, and then boom, Queen Mary steps out wearing a tiara that stops conversation mid-sentence. Not borrowed, not newly bought, repurposed, refashioned, rewritten. And just like that, a piece of jewelry becomes a headline with a heartbeat. Tonight, we decode why this tiara matters far more than it looks. Before we unravel the diamonds, make sure you subscribe to Royal News Daily and click the notifications bell so you never miss a royal story with political bite. It is quick, it is easy, and it keeps you ahead of the curve. Now let's lift the crown. At first glance, the tiara looked like a fashion flex. Elegant, restrained, quietly powerful. But in royal circles, jewelry is never just jewelry. It is messaging with gemstones. Queen Mary's tiara was crafted from a historic diamond belt, a relic of royal continuity reshaped for a new reign. That is not an accident. That is branding. Think of it like a government reusing an old slogan, polishing it, and presenting it as reform. Familiar enough to reassure, fresh enough to distract. Here is the first twist. This was one of Queen Mary's most high-profile appearances since King Frederik's accession, and every move was under scrutiny. After a turbulent year of headlines, whispers, and international attention, the Danish monarchy needed a visual reset. Enter the tiara. Old assets, new form. The message was subtle but sharp. Continuity without stagnation. Tradition without apology. Now, pause for a second, because this is where Australian politics quietly nods along. We have seen this playbook before. Leaders inherit institutions weighed down by history and public doubt. They do not burn them down. They renovate. They reframe. They keep the foundation and repaint the walls. Queen Mary did exactly that. Only instead of a policy speech, she used diamonds. Let us transition smoothly, because the timing matters just as much as the object. The New Year Gala is not just a party. It is a soft power event attended by political elites, diplomats, and decision-makers. Every detail is read like a briefing note. Wearing a repurposed historic tiara at that moment signaled stability to insiders and modernity to the public. It said, "We know who we are, and we know what year it is." But there is more. Royal watchers noticed how the tiara balanced restraint with authority. No excessive sparkle, no theatrical dominance. That choice aligns perfectly with Queen Mary's long-standing public image: disciplined, strategic, and deeply aware of optics. In political terms, this was a unity message, not a power grab. Less leadership spill, more cabinet reshuffle. Now let us talk about what was not said. The palace did not issue a dramatic explanation. No grand press release. Just calm confirmation of the tiara's origins. That silence is deliberate. In modern monarchy, over-explaining invites controversy. Understating invites respect. It is the same instinct politicians use when letting a budget speak for itself, hoping voters notice the intent without fixating on the cost. The public reaction proved the strategy worked. Headlines focused on elegance, history, and symbolism rather than scandal. For monarchy navigating a delicate transition, that is a win. In Australia, where debates about the crown simmer quietly beneath the surface, moments like this remind everyone how carefully the institution manages its image. It is not loud. It is layered. Here is the real secret of the tiara. It was never about diamonds. It was about reassurance. To the public, to the political class, to international partners. It said the Danish monarchy understands modern expectations and is prepared to adapt without looking uncertain. That balance is hard to achieve, whether you're running a country or wearing a crown. So next time you see a royal jewel trending online, remember this: you're not just looking at fashion. You're watching strategy sparkle under chandeliers. Thank you for watching Royal News Daily.